was just about to say, this is more quiet than I remember. Alright. Maybe that's okay. This is the first time I played this version. I played this on 3DS. The original version. This was originally on 3DS, then there was the original Senran Kagura 1, 3DS. Then there was Senran Kagura Burst, which kind of let you play as the bad guys, so to speak. Spoilers, they're not really bad guys, but the evil shinobi, as they're called. And now, this is the PS4 version, as you can see on PS4, which I believe is at least somewhat built on the engine of Estival Versus. Which, frankly, is good news. There's some people that really stand for the original 3DS game. And they think that the 3DS games have the better story and stuff, or the better gameplay or whatever. I do not agree with that. The story is suitable for newcomers. Let's go with the standard Hanzo thing. I think that's still a little quiet for your end. How does that sound? Oh, we can get rid of this, can't we? I need something that just gets rid of the starting soon as I start talking. Modern Girl Shinobi Code. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show this. I noticed this on the cover. I've had this for a while. Oh, that image was not as in focus as I thought it was. But hold on just a sec here. What do you think is being discussed in this image? What do you think? I don't know. I can't tell. It is a mystery. She's just showing Asuka some cool finger moves that you can do. And, you know, showing some tongue. I don't know. It's a mystery anyway. The bad guys look completely ridiculous. Is that still too quiet for y'all? It's not. Guys, it's like not changing shit. I think my Windows audio is screwed up. Wait, you can barely hear me? Are you serious? Wait, my audio should be fine. I'm a bit quiet. How about now? I should be like too loud now. But then again, like I said, I updated Windows, and that's always that's a risky proposition these days. Fuck. What Windows loves to do is act like you have a brand new computer every time you install a major Windows update on Windows 10. And so it undoes all of your settings stuff. Though this actually should be fine. Let me move this down a bit. Move this up a bit. Okay, how does this sound, my voice-wise? That should be good. But the game audio is too quiet, so I can raise that. Alright. Let's see how the game audio is now. Why is it quiet? At least it looks quiet. Which is a stupid thing to say, but I've got little video thing visualizers. It's almost at 100% volume, too. That's so weird. Ugh, I hate audio problems. The least fun issue. Especially when you're live streaming, obviously, because then that's just dead air for everybody, not just for me. I'm perfectly glad to toil around with stupid, dumb issues and stuff. Okay, yeah, it's Estival's engine. Unfortunately, they're like largely redoing. That's kind of a theme this year for games, isn't it? Just completely going back to the drawing board with games. And Nintendo's doing that with a bunch of stuff. Apparently, Senran Kagura 7, they're having to redo a bunch of stuff. I don't know. But at least there's this to play. This came out a bit ago, but I just kept forgetting to play it. Hey, Capitalist. So hopefully the audio stuff is not stupid. Man, so the original game, you know what's funny? This lone map already has more enemy variety than the first like 5 hours of the original Senran Kagura. There was schoolgirl shinobi enemy, and then there was fat schoolgirl shinobi enemy. Like, comically oversized, like Homer Simpson and a Moo Moo fat, and like, those were your two enemies. That's what you just had to deal with. I'm not, well, I'm not in the habit of playing yet, so it'll take me some time to get back into the controls. And there's probably some differences from Estival. The original game was very basic though, and it was that kind of like 2.5D thing where it's really on a 2D plane, but you can kind of move back and forth a little bit. But it was 3D in the way that like a lot of SNES games were. Darn that Western culture. Everybody likes the feudal system, right? Real feudal hours. Who up, die of starvation. Drinking the last fuzzy navel in the house. If you hear rattling ice, that's usually why. It feels weird to put ice in orange juice, but it really is an important part. The unfortunate thing about this is that I've seen this story like 5 times now, because the game has a really bad habit of retelling itself in probably a lot higher detail than is necessary, so I got this story from the first game, obviously. Then I got it again from Estival, or from Shinobi Versus. So Shinobis did bad things. They also do have kind of a bad habit of a lot of exposition and a lot of telling instead of showing at the beginning of the games. I thought Estival did a much better job with that, because it just kind of starts in with the fun and stuff. Proper animated cutscenes and stuff. But this is just kind of a remake to catch people up on things, since this series started on 3DS, and pretty much everyone plays it on PlayStation now. It's much more of a PlayStation series at this point. Ninjas are secret schoolgirl ninjas for reasons. That's really all you need to know for the start here. Bootlicking shinobi are known as good shinobi. I really don't know why the audio is so low. I'm really scared to turn it too high, because I get some crackles and some crispiness in the audio that I don't want to be in there if you turn it up too high. There's no reason for this narration to be this slow. Oh yeah, so tomorrow, 4th of July, we're going to be doing a Peach Beat Splash stream. I wanted to pick the most American game, and well, it's obviously a Japanese game. What could be more American than a bunch of guns and big titty women and wet t-shirt contests? That's pretty much all you need right there. And I figure we'll play as Shiki, who is the honorary white girl. Now we get animated opening. There's actually a whole DLC. I got the physical edition. Xseed always makes really good physical editions for these. What's stupid is that they sell them only online, but they still have to redo the box art because of the stupid ESRB. Everyone keeps talking. Is the audio for the game alright? I'm gonna turn it up a little bit again. Oh, I see a little. I don't like that. See, if I turn it up too loud, you start to get the little bit crackles in the wire. Audio bounce is fine. All right, I'll just turn it up on my end then, and not worry about it. I don't know why their nose is so blurry. It's obviously on purpose, but the little nose line, it's very blurry compared to all of the rest of the art. Their eyes are in like 18K quality, so like obviously it's on purpose for some reason, but I don't get it. You're not allowed to have a big nose in anime. You're not even allowed to have a nose, really. Oh, that guy is. He's... you know. Cute people aren't allowed to have noses, let me put it that way. Except for from the side. From the side, they're okay. But when they're front on, no. Not allowed. You just get a little dot. See? Now it's gone. Katsu, calm down. Katsu's gonna get my stream banned. I love how he just looks like he's not even in the right game. He shouldn't be here. I wonder if somewhere they have a time tracker. I want to know how many hours were spent perfecting and adjusting the breast physics. They're different every game too. They've improved a lot. Ikaruga was the Phoenix, actually. I forget if this is in the original one. It's been so long since I played the 3DS one, and I gave up like a couple of hours in. Can you hear something about a frog? She's got a little wooden doll in the bottom left there. She's the MLG Kermit Shinobi. Real plot point, by the way. Everyone keeps their Shinobi scroll somewhere different. And you get to see where they pull them out starting, I think starting with Estival. They actually have full animations and stuff. This is another series that doesn't really get, you know, due to its pervy and kind of silly nature and stuff, it never really gets, no one ever really references how frickin' far it's come. Like, the original game was really, really rough. I couldn't really get into it very much. I pretty much bought it just because it was digital only. Everyone was like amazed that Xseed even bothered to localize it and stuff, and nobody thought we were gonna get this series like ever, and we did. And a lot of people were pissed that it was digital only in the US, but I bought it kind of just support it. And every other one has been physical as since then, except maybe the cooking game one, which isn't a big deal. I forget if that is a limited edition or not. I think Peach Ball and Shinobi Raffle are coming to Switch at some point. I don't know what happened with that, because it feels like it's been forever since those came out in Japan, and I don't think we have them here yet. Boob shelf. Isn't that pretty old, the phone thing? This is the original boob shelf. I mean, look at Katsu's tie. It's almost parallel to the floor. The stupid bullshit kabuki theater like gears here that serve no apparent purpose. It's because it's ninja stuff. Hashtag just ninja things. for justice. Yes. Oh, here's this thing. In the original one, you could kind of walk around the stupid classroom and talk to people, but this... What is happening here? Oh. She must not cosplay! That's in her settings. Oh, shit. I can't turn it up. Oh, who do you want for the system voice chat? Also, if you're like me when I first started the game, and I thought the names were like completely impossible to ever know, you get used to it fairly quick. It's much harder. It's much harder when you're playing it in Japanese, as I think I imported my first game of the series. It's a really hard way to learn people's names. Not Hibari. Most people's favorites are Asuka, Ikaruga, Katsuragi out of these ones. Homura has a lot of fans too. And Hikage. Let's see, a controller, vibration. Fine. Lock on. Skip story, no. Ultimate secret ninja art? I'm not sure what that means. Show changed accessories and story. Oh, you can change people's outfits and shit. Pretty major feature in the series, and you can kind of ruin the dramatic tension. I'm not sure if I should leave that enabled or not. I probably won't bother messing with the outfits too much on stream. No opinions on thingy. I'll go with Yagyu. I like her. She's all edgy and stuff. We have no money, but we can look at the shop. I don't trust this rabbit. Why couldn't it be a frog? Why you gotta go with the rabbits? It's a prejudice. Yeah, so it's the usual thing. If you gotta buy... You can buy the sound test things, you can buy the images shown in game to look at them. A bunch of different hairstyles and stuff. There's a decent amount of customization stuff. It's not quite like... You can't change like individual pieces of clothing. It's like change your whole top, change the whole bottom, stuff like that. But still a nice addition. Yeah. Oh, still locked in the character. I guess you may as well be locked in the character for how few characters are in this game. This game has handled having a ton of characters pretty well, I think. He just looks like he should not be here. He looks like he should be in, what's that thing called? The visual novel with Dr. Pepper? Frick. Where's my visual novel peeps at? What's that thing called? With like time shit and stuff. Oh god, it completely escapes me. You know the one! There's Dr. Pepper lady and there's like weird otaku man. Don't look at me like that. Oh frick. It's like one of the most popular ones ever, and I can't remember what the hell it's called. It has like 18 billion. It always has like unnecessary commas and stuff. Steins Gate, yes! That's the one. I'm not kidding about the Dr. Pepper thing. No, it legit has the exact mental image that you hear of when I say weird otaku man. It has exactly that guy in the game. And when I saw that, I kind of wanted to not play it. BP says it's alright though. He usually has acceptable taste. Her eyes, you mean Hibari? There's a reason for that, actually. I don't think it'll be referenced in this game, but... I kind of think Shinobi Versus might be the best way to get into the series, honestly, because it goes into everybody's backstories, and it's pretty good. Bari looks like she's deciding which card we cook for dinner first. She's not, trust me. She's thinking about candy, and that's about it, really. Why does every childish character have to have pigtails in anime, by the way? I noticed that in Azure Lane, they have... There was an event for Children's Day where they made characters into children, unsurprisingly. I think every single one of them has either pigtails or like a single pigtail. Which I don't know if you call that something different or not. Lock on. Yeah. I don't usually use lock on unless there's like a boss I need to focus on and stuff. Yeah. So there's combos. A little like, you know, Bayonetta style combo stuff. You've all played games like that, you know. Standard hack and slashy stuff. Lock on an enemy, ring will appear. Oh yeah. Okay, the limit break, it's kind of more for PvP stuff, but it helps in boss fights sometimes. The camera can be a little occasionally silly with props. It depends a lot on the map. How do I change? Oops. How do we change targets? I forget. I was just supposed to do that. Oh yeah, you've got supers. Oh, you gotta transform first to do a super. Magical girl transformation, of course. They spent a lot of time making all of those unique for all the characters. They're really well animated. It's much preferred. This freaking bush! This is way too much bush to be shown on stream. I'm gonna get banned. I think in the original it was like a stock animation. It was boring. Just smashed into the camera here. The camera usually does a pretty good job of having dramatic camera angles, but these cramped spaces it doesn't always do the best with. This is definitely the Estival engine. In fact, I think this very map is in Estival. So they're a pretty marvelous as who makes the game. They're a small to moderate sized studio. They gotta do what they can. L2 to activate burst mode. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, that's full. This is like an extra level of super stuff. These bushes are just too intense. So hopefully we get. I don't even know if we have a rough release date for Senran Kagura 7.
ひばりが戻ってきたらお前たちも忍び部屋に戻るぞ。
はーい。
Where's Frog Friend?
もしかして私って落ちこぼれ気味？
I think it's in the cooking game where you get like a Frog Friend accessory. She does have a Frog Friend though. I need to level up and all of that crap. Yang mastery has increased. Oh right. That's a thing. Didn't I think they removed that from Estival versus. That was a thing in Shinobi versus though. But you level up and you get extra traits for your characters by using different playstyles. One for being transformed, one for frantic mode, and one for just normal. I don't know if that's how it works in this one though. Why does life so suck? Can I? Oh, there's an auto option. There we go. Good ninja. Best quality ninjas. Wonder if they'll do a remake of 2 for PS4 and stuff. Or if they'll just go straight to 7. I guess since they had to remake it, they'll probably all be focused on that one. More work being done on my house today. They took off the side mudroom thing that was pretty pointless. Just a big old concrete slab left. I don't know if that'll actually help the leaking that's been kind of coming in from there. I still get leaks whenever there's particularly bad rain. I still get leaks. Oh, I remember this street. Like 90% of the first levels in the original game were on this street from like a side-scrolling perspective. Oh, you're new, I think. Yeah, you're new. Okay, how do I change? Oh, you gotta use the D-pad. Oh. What is the... Oh, that's like the incoming attack indicator. And yeah, the gameplay is kind of in a Musou style. The original game was not. It was just kind of a more standard side-scrolly beat 'em up. But, is that a JoJo character? Is that Lena from... That's gotta be a reference. That looks a lot, well... Same color scheme at least. That one blue-haired chick from King of Fighters. You also get a full heal when you do the transformation, so it's kind of tactical of when to do it. Rude. Is the burst meter the thing on the... Oh, it wasn't full yet. I used to that mechanic. Excuse me. You're gonna hear fireworks. There's gonna be fireworks here for the next 2 weeks or so. Oh man. Nothing like firing off fireworks in broad daylight when it's been raining. That's just the best. What's your favorite time to shoot off 4th of July fireworks? Is it July 3rd? July 5th, perhaps? I'm partial to July 6th. That's the most American of the days. Make sure you keep it tight in your cleavage. Good advice! A lot of life lessons being doled out here. I do mean life lessons. Yang Mastery. I don't know what gives you Yang Mastery versus Ying Mastery. I assume it's got to either be frantic or just not transforming. I forget what the input is for frantic. Hibari wine in the background. I like how much personality is imparted just by like the shape of the eyes. If you have a certain personality, your eyes are just shaped in different ways. Who's fighting? She's... I don't see anyone but her. Has an old ass TV. Look at those rabbit ears. Shouldn't we get top of the line stuff, being shinobi and stuff? Or is it the opposite because we like sit on little pillows under the traditional American kotetsu? Eat your hamburgers, Asuka. Speaking of eat, do we have like a sushi bar in our school? That's pretty badass if so, honestly. Game is louder than me now? I'll turn it down a little bit, I guess. I don't know what's being so fucky today. My mic suddenly got way quieter. Alright, how does that sound? I think it got louder when it started the combat sequences. Huh. Okay, I dropped it down a few decibels. The Garuga is the reasonable one. There's always one reasonable one, and everyone else is not reasonable, ever. Shoes and casual. Oh my god, there's fake brands, guys. I gotta look at the brands. I can only read half of them, but it's still good shit. It's weird, it doesn't seem louder on my end. I don't know what the deal is. On the matter of end-day snacks, we will not fight. Yes. It's a matter of life and death what kind of snack you get. It's simply impossible for everyone to just simply eat a different kind of snack. That never happens in real life. Every day at work, we all enter a mass melee over what to eat for lunch. I won Friday, so we all went to Pita Pit. She's got a fucking Sephiroth sword over here. Look at that. She's got the hand. You gotta have the hand out there, so you know you're a real fucking. And you gotta sheath your sword after every strike. That's how you know you're a real badass. Only fucking losers actually keep their sword unsheathed, so they can like actually fight and things. That stupid loser bitch shit. I guess they did that to make parries easier, but I never block. I never block in anything. I'm sorry. I just don't have the instinct for it, I guess. I want to see these stores. Shoes and casual. Coffee and tea. Hell yeah. The little coffee tea vending machine. Can't read that one. Fancy shop candy soda! Oh my god, guys, it's got rainbow font. It's gotta be good. Guys, I want to go to Fancy Shop Candy Soda right now. Oh my god, guys. They've got... Oh, it's a fancy shop. It's one word, so you know it's good. It's a brand that way. It's Fancy Shop. Casual Monster! Casual goods. Do you want to go to Fancy Shop or Casual Monster? I don't know, they're both good. Can I break the vending machine? No. Ikaruga, the sheathing thing does get a little annoying. You can, the trick is you can cancel it. You can cancel that animation to a lot of things. So, some of the quote-unquote slow characters, you gotta kind of learn to manage their animations. Yomi. And that's another thing the earlier games didn't do very well, is characters usually didn't really have a different feeling of weights to them. Ikaruga and definitely Yomi feel a lot heavier than other characters because they use giant swords. And so now their animations feel a lot different, whereas in Shinobi Versus, most people felt largely the same. I love how there's just crates with single rice balls, I mean jelly donuts in them. Can you imagine a Funimation dub? Or not Funimation, they're actually decent. The 4Kids dub of Senran Kagura. It would just be like an image of a jelly donut for 20 minutes. No original footage would be allowed. Oh, you can run the walls and stuff. Obviously. Also, you can go run off walls and then like into an attack. It's pretty cool. I usually forget to do it though. You gotta love the slow-mo at the end. I love how easily she sheathed that blade, even though that would take like... it would be basically impossible from a standing position with like it in your hand. You'd have to like set it down and like gently thread the needle right in there. Also, being a shinobi sucks. I just got attacked. I was going to buy a fucking snack. And then 30 ninjas came to beat my ass. That is the life of a ninja. Uh-oh. Ikaruga ruined it, didn't she? Oh no! Oh no, what have you done? Dried squid ramen Fudumaki edition plus sweets. Incredible. Obviously now everyone will be happy. It's perfect. Thank you, Ikaruga. Thank you so much. Eating noises. Yeah, it's definitely louder now. Oh well. It's magically fine somehow. We just have random shinobi switches all over the floor for some reason, but just for shinobi reasons. Look how we just end on that. Oh. Oh, no level up for me, huh? I love it was just called Ninja Room. Return to Ninja Room. A very good option, if I do say so myself. Oh, there's these little VN segments. I'm not going to read them out loud.
Do you expect I would read it out aloud like this? Well, no. There's too much text in these for that.
I'll give you some time to read it. You read it. You can't unread it. I forgot that they like to do these. It's a good excuse to shove in. That's what happens when you go to school. They gotta get some toast with an egg on it. How is egg toast? Oh, did you know? Let me find this for you. Did we talk about toast water? Was this in the Discord or was this in a stream? I think this was just in the Discord. So let me enlighten y'all. Let me enlighten y'all about toast water. It's delicious. Though as far as I can tell, the person who made toast water, this person made toast water, but I don't think they did it right. I don't think this is legit. I don't think this is legit toast water world record. But yeah, toast water. Utensils, toasting fork or toaster, jug, strainer. These are like 16th century like recipes to eat while you're dying of cholera and stuff. Which I just assumed that everyone born before about the 19th century died of cholera. Close enough. But yes, you put toast in the water, and then you let the toast spread out the toast particles into the water, and then the water tastes like toast. What could be better? The two finest flavors, toast and water. And it apparently does work. By the way, that's also where the term milk toast came from. You like sop a piece of toast in milk, and it becomes very bland, but easy to eat. It's like for sick people, which again, prior to age of modern medicine, everyone was sick and dying basically at all times. So it was very important to have toast water to feed people that couldn't eat solid food because they were dying because of lack of basic sanitation and vaccines. I'll never understand people that think like, oh, how romantic it must have been to be in like bygone era. It's like, have you looked up people's life expectancies in those eras? Have you looked up how long people kept their teeth? You used to just lose all of your teeth before you were like 20. And that was just normal. You would just have wooden teeth or just gum shit up. Ugh. You thought 70s cuisine was bad. You can tell we're in Japan because at least 6 feet tall is extremely tall. Also, everyone in this game is incredibly short. I actually can't believe this has like never happened. I don't know if this has ever like been a thing in this game. Everyone is just incredibly hot shinobi. As far as I'm aware, no one is like ever catcalled at or accosted. I'm not sure men even exist in this world for the most part. If they do, they look like weird old man, samurai, trainee man, ninja. They're different. Whatever. This place looks dangerous. Look at all of those chains just exposed to open air. OSHA would have a field day in here. And there's like a 1930s projector. And a 1960s TV. And some jelly donuts, of course. And what I can only assume must be American curly fries. No one's ever said anything like that to me. I press F to doubt. I can only... I just kind of assume they're just in this bubble where no one outside of this game series ever interacts with them. Which is almost true, by the way. There's a thing they kind of... not lampshade, but they kind of explain away things. The shinobis instantly put up barriers around them, so when they're doing shinobi fights and like breaking the town in half, no one can see into the things. You see little like Japanese tag scroll thingies at the edge of the barriers, and like normal people can't see in there, and so they think there's just like nothing going on. Thank you for following 132. That's a great username. I'm just gonna call you One.
A boy, you say? Yes. I'd like to hear more too.
This room full of women that have a bare minimum of an F cup are like, wow, a boy likes you? Is that possible? That's weird. Do those even exist?
Baseball player.
Of course he's a baseball player. Japan loves baseball, by the way. It's so weird. Baseball and golf. It's so freaking. It's especially weird that Japan loves golf because, like, golf is the most egregiously wasteful, like, space-wise of all of the sports. Japan has no space, but they love golf. Baseball isn't the smallest sport either. I'm not sure if it's bigger or smaller than American football, but it's pretty big. Wait, there are boys? Apparently. I mean, there's Asuka's creepy pedo grandpa, who I honestly hope they will kill off. He's the worst. I'm sorry, but he is the worst character in every game that he is in. He ruins the mood so bad. He's the kind of standard creepy pervy grandpa. He's that old guy. He's Master Roshi, basically. He doesn't show up super often, but when he does, it's not good. He's creepy around his own granddaughter, too. It's like, it's extra weird. Why is Kat excited about a dude, though? Kat is very much into the other side of the equation here. Baseball's where they hit those really fast balls. These guys, they know sports exactly as much as I do. Yes, baseball is the one where you take a pointed stick and you hit a guy. A guy throws balls at you, and you gotta hit the balls back and hit the guy in the face with the balls, right? And then if you give him a concussion, you get a strike. I know that's bowling. I bet they could use a sword to block shurikens. I'm not sure they want to try that out. Bari knows what's up. New sport unlocked. Guy throws shurikens at you while you try to hit it with a sword.
What do you plan to do?
It's like she put water inside my brain. Brain water. Oh my god, that reminds me. This woman is now selling gamer girl bathwater, which I can only assume is probably illegal. That can't possibly. There's got to be some sanitary regulation against that. But she's selling her own used bathwater for like $30 for a bottle. I'm sure people buy it because people are gross. Well, obviously people are gross. But yeah, that's weird. That's... I don't know, if you find stupid enough people, you can grift anything. Being hot gamer girl is a particularly easy grift, so... I don't even understand what going out is or how you're supposed to do it. How does one go out? What do you mean? I go out of my house. Sometimes. I mean, sometimes I'm required to, so... Like, sometimes there's no more food in the house, so I guess I'll do it then. But yeah, I don't even know if being hot gamer girl selling hot gamer girl water is worth it. Because, like, can you imagine, like, the DMs on Twitter and Instagram and shit you've got to get for, like, selling your bathwater? You get some real edge gamers in your... in your freaking... Why does... Guys... Why does the Twitch automod block the word horny? This is one of the tamest words I've ever seen blocked. I turned down the swear filter all the way off, too. I have the discriminatory language, which I really hope that's not part of. I don't know. Asuka is somehow the strongest, but also the worst. Well, I guess Hibari is actually the worst, but I think Asuka is one of the younger ones. Everyone is like, you know, very slightly different in age. Like Kat, I think, is a senior. Asuka is like a sophomore. Why is it junior older than like a fresh? Like, I mean, freshman, sure, but like sophomore. Junior to me says like beginner. I never understood that. You're still getting caught for being horny. Pariah, stop being so horny. I'm gonna change the filter. Why is it doing that? Alright, automod rule sets. Sexual content. Okay, I'm gonna set it to less filtering. Okay, provocation and bullying. That can't be. It's gotta be the sexual one. It's freaking thirsty AF. Stop that. Say you thirst with some gamer girl bath. Oh god. I can't even say it. No, we're you don't see the mod action things. You can only see it if you're a mod of the streamer. Stalker? I'm retrieving my balls. My favorite aesthetic is when Japanese people say English words. There's just something like not even ironically, like just it's cute. I like it. What is this? I don't recall this being in the original game, but I also remember fuck all of the original game. I'm not sure I could remember a single line from it. Oh well. I reach deeply into my ball sack and retrieve my thick, stiff bat. That's what they call them in baseball, right? They get the balls from a ball sack? Suzuki-kun. You're so mean. So mean, Asuka. You have F cups, of course it's love at first sight. I love this like thing. Baseball boy. Yeah, let me see you work those balls. Edge Gamer has like slowly just ended up being Duke Nukem basically. But I love this thing in animes and stuff where like hyper attractive and like impossibly proportioned people, like absolute perfectly sculpted human beings are like completely unable to get a date, and like no one, like, you know, you'll be like the perfect woman and like every male around you looks like a pile of oatmeal soup, and you've like never even like said hi to a boy or held hands because you're so ugly, Desu. Like there's that one chick, what's her name? What's the girl with the gun? The Guns N' Roses reference. The incredibly blatant Guns N' Roses reference. Elfit in Guilty Gear. She like can't get married, and she's like an 11 out of 10, but she can't get married because anime. Oh, Asuka does not quite have ace. She'll meet Homura later. Everyone in this game is a lesbian. Spoilers. Well, except for Grandpa, but he's a spiritual lesbian. Hopefully Grandpa isn't in this game, but he probably is. I honestly don't know.
週末に試合があります。
She wants to watch him work those
見
balls.
に来てくれませんか？
You gotta see. It's like Mom always said. Before you date a boy, you gotta see how he handles other men's balls. That's how you know you gotta keep her. What are these little signs on hooks? What is this contraption? Like, what is... And there's like steel plating. Like, are we inside of a warship or something? I really don't know what's going on here. The Hanzo school is weird. They have a sushi chef. Why do you have an in-school sushi chef? Oh, it's Grandpa. Okay, that kind of explains it, doesn't it?
半蔵様、ご無沙汰しております。
Master Hanzo is creepy old man pervert and also a sushi chef for some reason.
よせよせキリア。わしはもう引退した身じゃ。
Hanzo is apparently it must be a pretty popular surname. I've seen it in a lot of fictional stuff. It must be pretty common. Yeah, we're all part of Hanzo school. I think a little bit of gratitude is fine, but you know, I think sometimes it's due.
急にどうしたのちっちゃん。
みんなに昼飯をご馳走しようと。
Almost as if to spite me. Immediately after, I was like, maybe Grandpa won't be here. And he is. Rice vinegar.
お寿司だお寿司だ。
Bari literally jumps for joy. I'm just gonna say it. I've never been a huge fan of sushi. I've only had it a few times, but like, I had some supposedly pretty good California sushi and everything, and I was like, it's rice. It's rice with some seaweed on it. Okay. I couldn't really taste any of the non-rice things in it. It just tasted like a thing. You could dip it in soy sauce, and it tastes like soy sauce. And it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just kind of... It just tasted like it was there. I was not... I mean, there's a lot of different kinds. We've got a sushi restaurant near work. I could probably get some sort of sampler platter, but it's moderately expensive. It's not crazy. Sushi with crab. I like crab. But if we're being picky and choosy, I'd rather get some crab rangoons.
じっちゃん特製の太巻きだ。ほら、アスカ、みんなに配れ。
If you don't know what a futomaki roll is, by the way, let me get a... I think I saved a relevant image here of a Sukuith one. There's a reason they're her favorite food. Oh. I've got witchetty grubs, but no. I still have this. You can look at this while I look at my images. I'm so sorry. Where did I put that? This is a real game, by the way. It shouldn't be a real game, but it is. Ah, frig. I don't think I have it. I've got this, though. You can have this. I have good images on my hard drive. Yeah, that's a dating sim with Paula Deen and Gordon Ramsay. And I'm gonna play it sometime. I downloaded it. Ah, here we go. Why is it so JPEG? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Yeah, futomaki is like a super long, very phallic sushi roll thing. And they're Asuka's favorite for reasons. Here's her with Froggo. This is Froggo. In the cooking game, the Froggo makes more of an appearance. She's got Mr. Froggo-san there. Alright, back to the actual game that we're playing. Did you know that in the past, if you had dawdled too long on these VN segments, the Twitch would ban you? Oh, here we go. I go out of my way to show you what it is, and the game immediately shows you it. Look at Katsu's face. No one questions. No one questions the shaping. Hibari is like 3 times the volume of everyone. Ikaruga's showing that real hand technique. That's a bit much. Hibari going for the side bite. Shut up, Grandpa. You're not my real dad. This game does not. No, this game is very, very unapologetically horny, and you gotta love it for that. If not love it, you gotta respect it for that. There's none of that.
Oh, well, she breathes through her skin, you see. You will be ashamed of your words and deeds.
No, everybody's just stacked as hell, and it's because the writer loves people being stacked as hell, and if you've never seen him on Twitter, Kenichiro Takaki is his name. He's just the happiest motherfucker on the world, in the world, or on the world. He just loves boobs, and he loves butts, and he just lives a very honest life. And you gotta love. You just read his tweets. Read there's interviews of him, and he's just so genuine. You don't have to like the games or the content, but it's just hard to dislike the guy. I just love people that are just passionate and making something that they like and that they hope other people will like. Yeah, let me see if I can find that tweet. I forget if there was even any context for this or if he just randomly tweeted it out. No, he just tweeted it out. There's just probably his most famous tweet. Tits are life, ass is hometown. That's just what he lives. That's just what he is. And a real human being. They literally put that on promotional material. A lawyer. Oh, Dad was a sushi restaurant. Important lore here. Yeah, I got the there's also a manga for this that got localized. Skirting Shadows, I think it's called. Also an unboxing review, a huge collector's edition with these games with tons of. Yeah, that was probably the New pack from one of the Japanese editions. The Japanese ones still have a little bit better stuff. I've actually got the New pack for, I think there was 4 of them, and I got all 4 of them. At least the ones with figures. I got all of the figures. I don't know if I have a picture of my figure cabinet around here, easy to access, but they got chibi figures. There were 5 in each set, so like the if you bought all of them, you would get all of them. So that's what I did. But they were only Japanese. I think England, the English release or the European release, got one of the new packs with figures, but I just imported them. She was reading them all out and ran to that line. I was like, I have no idea what that means, but I love it. It's an amazing motto. I don't remember this being a major subplot in the beginning of the first game. Another testament to the love that's poured into these games. They still have full-colored manuals, even sometimes with like original art that's just only in the manuals. The Estival Versus one had just like these really cute chibis of the characters that, as far as I'm aware, have never been used anywhere else. Just only put into the thing. Grandpa Hanzo is a fucking terrible grandpa, but we already knew that. That's not a surprise. Grandpa Hanzo fucking sucks.
力は刀と盾のついでなければならない。
He just wants grandkids.
わしが言ったことを覚えているか
Or great grandkids, I guess. You know what I mean. What is this, Japanese Golden Gate Bridge? Man, they're finishing up this huge bridge project near where I live, and we moved across to the other side of the bridge, so I never have to use that bridge again, which is nice because that bridge is a huge pain. But that also means I won't get as much benefit from the new bridge. But I'm still happy it's being done because like half of our office is on the other side of the bridge, so the move is a lot more painful for them. How does that only have 1k RTs? I have no idea, because it's like really famous. Maybe he tweeted it more than once, but that's like the most famous like quote about the series or whatever, or from him at least.
お前の力はただの刀だ。力というのは刀と盾のついでなきゃダメだ。
Which is kind of funny, especially from an old Japanese dude. A lot of Japanese fighting styles do not involve a shield. Hey, son. We were just talking about that tweet. Now we're talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, I really wish I could be as excited as I used to be for that. Visually, it looks great. But
の色恋は難しい。
honestly, I would take 3DS graphics if it means keep all the Pokemon. But we talked about that in an earlier stream. Everybody's talked about that to death. Is it back to quiet, by the way? As long as you can hear what's being... Well, you probably can't understand what's being said, but as long as you can make out people's voices, I guess it's fine. It's not like... You gotta read in a game like this anyway. You just have to read.
ありがとね、ちっちゃん。
I feel like I should leave this up for extra long because it's a stream, but you kind of get the gist of it. Rest in peace, Suzuki. Is that a girl's name? I don't know. I have no idea. Strength of sword and shield. Aw, sweet. Bamboo forests are a hell of an aesthetic. A little spooky shrine. Pitched a shutout game with 18 strikeouts. What? He'd been his team sword and shield, all rolled into one.
頑張ってね。
I definitely don't remember this from the 3DS one. Are we gonna get to play the game soon? She's got a yo-yo!
もうポカポカしてていい天気。平和だな。
Intimidatingly plays with yo-yo behind you. A plus Shinobi.
おっとっと、ごめんね、いきなりぶつかっちゃって。
大丈夫です。あなたこそ怪我してないですか？
New box. Parker only moderately likes boxes. He's like... Sometimes he doesn't care about boxes, sometimes he's nuts. He's been a really picky butt about food. I had to bust out a new bag just so he would like be slightly less of a picky butt. He does this thing where he'll bury the food. Like He digs around it with his feet, and obviously there's no dirt, so he doesn't actually bury it, but it's the gesture that counts. What's funny is he does it when I'm not even around. He just paws at it, and like, I don't know if he genuinely thinks that's like gonna do something, or if he's just like trying to vent his frustration. Probably the latter.
私は全然平気です。それじゃ。
Yeah, he wants a new box. He'll go in a new box, like immediately. But once it's used box, he's usually not too happy about it. He likes his kitty block though. Kitty block. They're a little expensive, but they're really durable. It's just this big corrugated box thing. Shinobi and I just got pickpocketed. I'm like washing my hair. Lather, rinse, and repeat.
まさか最近話題の雑魚山強盗団
Grunt Mountain Thieves. What do you mean, Grunt Mountain?
財布の中
On top of Grunt Mountain.
でも
I only had 500 yen.
私の大事なお小遣いです
My precious allowance.
絶対に
I could buy
見せる
2 sodas with that. Get back here. She is in school to learn to be a shinobi. She's not fully there yet. I think she's Chase after the guess. I think she's 16. So
ナイス忍びの
16 in Japanese media is basically 18 in English media or American media. It's the general age consent, or it's like the national one. So everyone is aged 16 just to be like, hey, don't worry about it. Just like, you know, those creepy porn videos that have everyone is video is 18 or above. And then they're named like disturbing, barely legal, and crap like that. Nerd. Not like my favorite aspect, yeah. You kind of like, yeah, sometimes you gotta kick like 50 people's asses for $5. It's just ninja things, you know? You gotta appreciate the perfect running angle to the default camera angle. You know that's intentional. They're masters at what they do. Alright, I should use this thing. I think the burst mechanic is new, or that, or I forget about it. I don't know which. It could be either. I got free upgrade. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, I think Japan is weird because I think the effective age of consent is actually 18, but the national one is 17. But basically every prefecture, or you know, the equivalent of state, Spooky Eyes, is 18. But usually in fictional media, it's still 16. Is there like, hey, don't be weird about it, you know, disclaimer thing. Actually, she's a 1,000-year-old dragon, so marrying her when she is your cousin is not weird. Just for all you any Fire Emblem fans in the house? Actually, I think it goes even worse than cousins in some of the Fire Emblem games, but I don't know Fire Emblem super well. Why am I fighting? I'm fighting that one training dummy from frickin'. Stop that. Okay, this training dummy is frickin' strong as hell. I have no ranged stuff. It's a Asuka. Oh, wait, I do have something ranged. Let me lock on. Oh god. Guys, well, I can't. Oh. Wait. Can I do the mole thing? There we go. You gotta be on the ground to do it. Asuka's a frickin' mole. Watch this. No, dash! Dash! It's really good and really annoying in PvP. I didn't know this game has PvP. Wow. Ouch. This guy's way too strong. I think he's almost toast. Wait, what? Eh? Oh shit. Ah, damn it. brands. There was some brands. I didn't even get clothing damage. That's lame. This one should have clothing damage. Whatevs. Maybe it's only in other Shinobi things. I love how the mission picture is her washing her hair. In a fit of distress. At least we still get experience. I like when games give you experience even if you lose, because like how else are you gonna get better? Like what the hell? Oh, there was some good fake brands. There's Casual Monster and Fancy Shop Candy Soda. I don't even know what candy soda is, but I have to have it. If it's from a fancy shop. I do appreciate they made some all-new trash mobs. I was a little concerned at that first fight, because those are all mobs from Estival versus. But we got some new peoples here. Let me get some items here, maybe. Top secret file? What is that? Wait, I just realized I didn't even get enough Nimpo to transform. Or maybe, I think I transformed it, but I couldn't use a Skillerino. Casual monsters that like Monster Light? Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna save everything for the boss this time. Delicious jelly donut. Also, I think you have to lock on to use her mold attack. I think it just hits mid-air if you don't lock on. How do I frantic? Is that from abilities? Alright, the tech list is pretty important. You unlock new combos and stuff as you progress and stuff. Style Bloom. You fight in post-transformation. Oh yeah, so Yin is frantic. Okay. How do I turn frantic in this one? Yin, Flash. Change styles. Wait, taunting? Is there a taunt? How do we taunt? Middle button, maybe? Oh, that's not taunting. Oh, frick! I just wasted my whole meter. Because I was trying to learn what the buttons do, game. Don't judge me. Wait, taunt. I think it's up. Oh, right. Yeah, it's the up button. There's no one even here. Frick. Okay. That's good to know, though. You can taunt to draw enemies close after leveling up and stuff. Sandbox. What are you doing here? You don't look intimidating in a kindergarten, buddy. I'm sorry. Anything good in here? Oh, just food. Okay, I don't even need. Oh, yes I do. That's what I was talking about. The like mystery fields that keeps shinobis from like non-shinobis. How do I? Bad at dodging. Can you block? Yeah, you can block in midair. I should really just be blocking more. It's probably like all of my problems at once. Get out of here, kid. It was a terrible mistake to come over here. There was no reason to be here. This is a terrible vacation. There's way too many shinobi. They said there'd only be a few shinobi. Alright. Wait, is that the end? Wait, that was the end? I didn't have to fight super evil Mystery Man? Oh. Oh. Was that like an optional objective or something? There usually aren't optional objectives. Huh. Just now noticing all the non-source quality options are gone. I think... Quality. I think if you're not partner, you get quality options based on like demand. Like if too many people are streaming or whatever, like it doesn't let you get quality options. I feel like you get random access to quality options. Yeah, that's what I thought. Here you go, Jugs, your wallet. You have like the exact same cup size as me. Excuse you. That is rude. Also, you have like a samurai hat. This is Homura. She's got skills with her hands, as you can see. Angry. Let me buy you something with my $5. You want like a half a can of pop? Don't spend it all in one place. Doki doki. Witness the birth of horny. Share one of those KFC boxes. Are there $5 KFC boxes? Probably not in Japan. KFC is like serious business in Japan, and I'm still not entirely sure why. Oh man, I could go for some Taco Bell. People can whine about Taco Bell all they want. Crunchwrap Supreme is legit as hell. Top secret file. Oh, there's like hidden shit in every level. Huh. Oh yeah, there was some hidden stuff. There was hidden stuff in some levels in prior ones. I guess there's like, 3 in each level or something. I gotta learn how to go frantic. Delinquent yo-yo abilities. That's a good file. That's great. I'm gonna learn how all the delinquents use their yo-yos. I'm kind of glad that we don't have fast food or anything within like walking distance or anything, because I'd be tempted to get it, but I'm lazy, so I don't. And like the closest thing to work is Pita Pit, which is moderately healthy. They're a little bit more. They're pricier than Subway is, so I don't know if I'll get them as often. Just more expensive to get some cheaper and healthier stuff to bring in myself. This is the pinkest school I've ever seen, good lord. Some weirdo students are feeling her up. Wait, what? I think you missed a step or two. What's happening here? She's just like, Katsurugi's like, well, I could molest her way better than this. Don't say that word, Kat. Wait, what are these like cow troughs in the distance? What are those? What are those for? Is this accurate to Japanese school lore? Is that... What are those for? Communal sinks? What for? Why would you need that many people to use a sink at once? Self-defense style. As she goes into the fucking dragon's dance. Multiple people to wash their hands. Huh. Why is it just in the middle of the hallway? Oh, I guess we're in a locker room, but still. Am I the only one that was like way too afraid to like actually shower and stuff in high school after PE and stuff? And I would just try to get I would either, you know, wear a different shirt over it, or like, ideally just get PE last, because like I'm not going into a shower with a bunch of another like bunch of teen dudes. That's weird. Like, that's. I think like half of us did, and half of us didn't. But like, I don't know, man. Also, these are clearly ninjas with like fucking wakazashis and shit. I'm like, I've got to try to not be ninja. Then I bring up my super huge ninja boots. Whatevs. Whatevs. Whatevs, little man. You can't even handle your own virtual pet. Can I break this box? Cardboard box? Here? Oh my god, it was! It was the secret file. The shuriken helped, or, what are those? Kunai. The kunai helpfully points the way to go, so you can go the opposite way to get the secrets. Spoons rattling. Oh, hey, the rare flat enemy. How disappointing. I guess there's 3 secret files in each thinger. I don't know what they do yet, but I'm sure we'll find out. These guys are usually fairly easy to get platinum on too, so I usually do. I still haven't done it in Peach Beach Splash, but hey, we can try to get platinum tomorrow. I don't know if we'll be able to do it tomorrow, but I will be streaming Peach Beach Splash for 4th of July, 2 p.m. Central Time. They do some pretty good camera work for all the scripted animations and stuff. Just getting in a huge 20-person fight on school grounds. No big. We'll just wash our hands in the communal sink and like, we'll be bros. We'll be best bros. Freaking #1 in shiniest thigh competition. You just beat up the Public Morals Committee. It happens. Why were they groping you inappropriately? And why do they have swords, perhaps more importantly? They were telling me how much I need to lengthen my skirt. Oops. Oh. I still somehow doubt swords are necessary for that. Also, I'm pretty sure we all have the exact same length skirt, so. Best forced laughter. That look. There's been thunder like all day, but I don't even know if it's raining. Let me take a look. We've been hearing thunder all the time. It looks green out, maybe. Oops. It's cloudy, but no rain. Be right back here. Gonna get a fresh drink here. These plebes and their skirt lengths. I will wear whatever skirt I damn well please. I'm gonna leave this photo right here. There we go. Alright, be right back. Alright, back. So if I suddenly disappear, it might just be good old-fashioned, it might just be some good old power loss instead of Mediacom, as it usually is. But hopefully not that. The good news is, even if I lose power, I have an uninterruptible... Bleh. It's a hell of a word to say. Uninterruptible power supply. So I will be able to salvage the recording. I got $13 through dumb surveys. Yeah, surveys. The expert camera angles, though. What do I get? Does anybody know what I get for the top secret files thing? That's a new mechanic Reno. Am I too loud? My voice occasionally strays into the red zone now. I think ideally you're not even supposed to go into the yellow zone, but I usually do. Which is weird because I feel like my videos on YouTube are a bit quieter than most people's. But according to my audio stuff, I'm being a bit loud. Like, I don't get peaking until the end of the red zone, but I just go into the yellow zone. I usually try to keep my game audio at the top of the yellow zone at most. And then I keep my voice towards the middle of the yellow zone, or like the very left edge of it. But whatever. Look at Yagu being super badass even with hair like that. Seem like very risky hair ornaments to try to use, but maybe they're dull. Now we get to meet one of my favorite Hanzo girls. She's being a grumpy butt at the moment, but... Yeah, sometimes I'm hitting the red, and I don't like to hit the red zone, but... I don't know. I used to try the audio compression thingy, but it just makes it just makes quiet sounds way too loud, and it does not actually do as much against the loud sounds as I want. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong with it. Flower gift. Oh my god, I love these brands. Brand shop Ocean. Guys, I want to go to the brand shop. I want to get a whole new brand. As a millennial, I strive to engage with brands, and Brand Shop is just one of the premier brands to brand with. Yes, fight. Fight for everything. This is the life of a shinobi. Silence Brand Shop. By the way, there's 2 characters with eye patches and neither of them are actually missing or even impaired in their eye. That's such an anime thing to have eye patches for no reason. You can even see her eye, it's right there. It's not even a good eye patch. To really cover an anime eye, you need an eye patch basically the size of half of your face. You can't usually see the eye that easily, but that kind of cracks me up. This toy was duel to the death. Yes. This is the way of the shinobi. This is the lonesome road. Mostly because we're incredibly stupid and unnecessarily violent. Look, that's her happy face. Oh, and I just noticed they have a proper translation for the little. Usually there's like big fancy kanji there. Oh, I froze you. I can do that. I've got freaking ice powers. There's elemental stuff in this. Ow, rude. I think in Estival Versus they translated it and they left the kanji, which is perfectly fine. I just don't like it when stuff is left in because, like, oh, it would ruin the stylistic whatever to translate it. But it's like, but I don't know what it means. Like, I don't know what it means. how do I go frantic? It's something to do with triangle. Okay, I'm just gonna look in the controls. Oh. This doesn't... I have the manual, hold on. When was the last time you used the game's manual, huh? But this one has it. Full color even. How many pages? 30 pages. Frantic. L1 plus R1 at start of mission. What do you mean at start of mission? Wait, this is supposed to be only the start of mission. Huh? If it's only the start of mission, that's new. But yeah, it's got a full color manual and everything. That's weird. It's not supposed to be. It isn't in the other games anyway. This game didn't originally have frantic mode though. Frantic mode, basically, you just take your clothes off and that gives you less defense and more strength because obviously that would be what would happen. Obviously. But I guess you have to do it more like deliberately in this, but oh well. So yeah, you're invincible during the animation of your thinger, so we didn't we just kind of canceled each other's out there. Magical light beams. Yes, Hibari has the growing big fetish thing. Yeah. And Yogyu has ink attacks because she has the squid thinger. How did you get your clothes back? That's weird. Usually if you strip a character during the thing, they're just naked for the following cutscene. It's pretty funny. It's yours. I just stripped you in public for no reason. Have this toy back.
Excuse me, is that a sports bra? Is this oppressing my gamer religion? How dare you?
I saw somebody post that the @GamerTakes Twitter account that posts just like shitty losers posting about stuff. They're being straight up quotes racist against gamers, and they weren't being ironic. They weren't saying that as a joke. Like if you look into their post history, they were dead serious, and it was real fucking sad. Such a shame that gamers have been put into concentration camps on the southern border. God bless. Oh, I didn't get my files. The amount of XP varies so wildly. I think if the bosses, I guess, are not worth as much as a bunch of trash mobs. Silly as that is. You can block and parry in midair. A parry can change to an aerial rave. Oh, that's pretty cool. Higher combos mean higher attack power. Oh, that's cool. I think most any game can use a little sprinkle of RPG mechanics. Except for Mega Man 0-1. That was a really bad idea. Some later Mega Man 0 games, and Mega Man ZX. That was more of Metroidvania mechanics, though. Yeah, I don't know if RPG mechanics really made sense for direct Mega Man style. They were fine in the card games, though. Battle Network, that was alright.
Hibari, 家内を家に忘れてどうやって授業を受けるつもりだ?
I left my weapons at home, sir. I'm so sorry.
確かにカバンに入れたと思ったんですけ
You're
ど
never gonna get through metal detectors at school with those.
仕方ない
Wait, you mean your schools don't have metal detectors in
補
them?
習だ
That's weird. I thought that was just normal.
今日は帰りにみんなでバナナクレープを食べに行くはずだったのに
Banana crepes. Not sure I approve of that. I like bananas, but I don't like banana flavored things. Especially like candy. Like artificial banana is like terrible. But like strawberry crepes, come on, man.
それは残念だったな
I just like bananas straight or like chopped up in some cereal.
先生待ってくださいその補習
God bless the
私たちも
3rd of July. We were almost independent, but not quite. Oh, they're all mad at me for not having
みん
crepes.
な同じ気持ちです
My skirt is regulation. It's the same as everyone else's. Stupid morality
ど
pricks.
ういうことだ
みんなは一人のために一人はみんなのために仲間なら
Ukulele is free on Twitch. Oh yeah, yeah. Click the little party hat. Why is Twitch Prime a party hat anyway? Yeah, click the little paper party hat and ukulele is free there. Obviously, you know, a lot of people don't like it and stuff, but it's not like terrible. It was just a little disappointing is what I'd heard from it. It sounds like you should still probably try it at least.
では補習は校庭で行
Excuse
う
me, if you like that kind of game.
5人の中で成績が最下位の者は何度でも補習だ
Patch it. I haven't played it myself. DK64 kind of broke my spirit on those kind of things. Except for Spyro. Spyro was very different to me. Destroy all Shinobi's dummies. Common complaint is didn't live up to the hype. Yeah, it's a rough hype to deal with. Hibari fights like pretty much you would probably expect it to, honestly. And she runs like fucking Sonic. Oh frick, I forgot to try the frantic thing. Someone remind me. Ugh, it's so dumb you gotta do it at the start of battle. I'm never gonna remember that. But like, I get all these stat buffs and stuff for using it for a while. Forgetting of outright bad and free, Detroit Become Human is... Oh, is that... Yeah, that's this month's PS Plus thing. I might stream that just because it's free now. That's one of those things that, like... Man, David Cage really frustrates me because, like, the type of games he wants to make, they're possible and they do exist. And, like, it's not like games can't be what David Cage wants to be. He just isn't as good as he thinks he is. And it's frustrating that he is like kind of the best known example of... Is it that much worse than... How bad has Detroit Become Human relative to Beyond Two Souls? I did beat Beyond Two Souls. It was like half pretty good, half like why am I still playing this game? It wasn't that long, and I'm kind of glad I played it just to like know what it was about, but it's just could have been so much better. Is Detroit Become Human a lot worse, or wasn't the Heavy Rain supposed to be all right? And isn't Indigo Prophecy is like a freaking crack fever dream at the end, isn't it? That's the regular animation just for stopping a run, by the way. You just fall. They definitely did a good job of adding a lot of personality to all the characters' animations and stuff. There was a common complaint that everyone felt kind of the same in Shinobi Versus, and I think they did a pretty good job. I mean, it still plays kind of Muso-ish, well, I mean very Muso-ish, in terms of you know, combos and stuff. You generally press the same buttons, but hey, it's hack and slash, come on. It goes beyond incredibly bad writing to actively insulting. Really? Yeah, I figured he would fuck it up, but I'm just not sure to what degree it will fuck up. And like Beyond Two Souls was like, there would be scenes that are like genuinely pretty close to being great. But here's the thing with Beyond Two Human and shit. Like, I just streamed What Remains of Edith Finch. I think that game is like exactly what he thinks he could make, but he doesn't make that kind of game. Like, he tries to make twists and M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong kind of stuff, and it doesn't work. It just makes it cheaper and shittier. And Beyond Two Souls, like, everything was out of sequence and shit, and it was weird. I will say one thing about Heavy Rain: Head of the Room effect was so bad it ended up being enjoyable. Huh. Yeah, people writing cyberpunk and like not really understanding anything and trying to like appropriate stuff about. I should probably move the chat back to the left. Chat probably makes more sense over here. Alright. More fireworks sounds in the background. Asuka, phrasing. Are we not doing phrasing anymore? Nier Automata has a narrative David Cage wishes he could have made. See, the thing is, I think a lot of games are the kind of stuff that David Cage wishes he could write. I mean, shit, a lot of the stuff I play on itch.io is like strong narrative and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Not usually as long or as expensive as David Cage's stuff, but I feel like David Cage just needs a really good editor, because sometimes I really think he's almost there. He's like almost coming up with something really good, and then he'll be like, all right, we're going to put Ellen Page in a shower, and then we're going to look at her, and then you're going to see the shower water, and you're going to see that she's naked. And it's like, wait, dude, no. You wait. No, that's not, we don't need that. But then he puts it in there anyway. And it's weird. The thing about android slavery stuff is like, you try to make it, and a lot of people try to make it analogous to like black slavery, but like number A, they don't they don't do it very well. And then they always try to like, they're always like, oh no, this isn't a political game. It's like, what do you mean it's not a political game? You're obviously making a point. You can't make a thing about like slavery and shit and be like, no, this is not political. Like political, you don't know what political means apparently. But and then also they kind of forget, like, people already agree that slavery is bad. Like, you don't, that's not, as shitty as like the alt-right and stuff is, most people already agree that slavery was bad, and it's not really a particularly impressive discussion to try to raise. Apparently fuck off is not allowed. These Twitch things, I guess I'm glad, I guess for people with like really like baby safe things, that's probably hostility. Let me lower that one. I guess for people with like baby safe streams, they would want that, but that's a bit much for mine. You're such a meanie.
ごめんね。本当にごめん。仲間のために盾になるって難しいね。
They're using a lot of like lens focus effects, and it kind of just makes people look blurry. I was never a big fan of depth of field fuckery. It makes sense on the background here, but I don't know. The forced lens flare thing, other than like fully scripted sequences, always feels weird to me, because like if you look at a thing your eyes focus on that thing. That's how your eyes work. It makes sense for the whole screen to be in focus because, like, if you're looking at it, it should be in focus. That's how eyes work. Come on.
ひばりちゃん、2人で補習を受けよっか。
It's one of those settings I always wish I could, like, turn off. Let me turn off film grain effects because they kill streaming. They're so bad for that. Let me turn off chromatic aberration. They give people headaches. And they're not so great for streaming. Let me turn off motion blur and, like, you know, depth of field stuff.
そうしよ
This one guy, Ben Carson. That might be Candace Owens. Candace Owens says that black people are worse off now than they were under slavery because they get welfare. I'm not making that up. She's literally Uncle Ruckus from from Boondocks. It's really bad. I feel bad repeating the stuff she says because it sounds like I'm saying some dumb psychotic racist shit, but that's just what she says. That's just what she is. Like, I bet you couldn't make up some crap crazier than what she's genuinely said. Honestly, she's worse than Ruckus. She's like... Yeah, I don't know. Ruckus doesn't really go out of his way to, like, try to harm other people, what Cadence does. So, I would say she kind of is worse. She's slightly less blatant, but not really in a way that anyone with intelligence would not be able to notice. At least he stands by what he says. True, Uncle Ruckus is honest, at least. You can't say... as odd as that is to say, he's very upfront and honest in his racism. No one can... Everyone knows exactly what he is, and he's not trying to be anything else. You can be completely wrong, but still honest in your own intent, I guess. And he sings a better spiritual than Candace Owens ever could, I'm sure. What is this? Is it suddenly Fire Pro Wrestling? Oh, pussies. Oh no. This stream is no longer safe for kids.
You can't say pussies on the internet?
4 a.m. I had the same dream. Oh, we were dreaming. We were dreaming about wrestling and pussies and, you know, maybe best not to think about it. And being unsatisfied. You think you'd be able to find satisfaction in my dreams? I feel like more often than not, I have, like, either just totally random more often, or if I can remember a dream, it's usually unpleasant. I feel like I've had better dreams lately, though. I haven't had, whenever I have a nightmare, like, the thing is not, like, that the nightmare scares me, it's that, like, if I die in a dream and crap, like, I'll wake up. And every time I have a nightmare, I immediately, if I go back to sleep, I immediately have that same nightmare again. And I wake up within, like, 5 minutes, and it sucks ass, so I just have to wake up and just deal. Even if it's, like, 3 a.m. But I haven't really had that in a while, so that's cool. Maybe that's because I'm, like, more chill or something, I don't know. Things have been pretty alright lately. I mean, we got the new office. New office move was pretty good. I took this week off and no one has called, like, screaming that, like, a thing isn't working. Which... They've never had, like, major impositions on me, like, during vacation. But I've had occasionally, like, a text message that, oh, this is being weird or whatever. But none of that this time, so everything seems good. Got a 10% raise, which is pretty awesome. We're all supposed to get a bonus if the move went well, which it did. We get the bonus at the end of year, though, so it won't be as good as the 10% raise anyway. So, but it's still cool to get, you know, recognized for that stuff. I would say we had the toughest job in the moving thing because we had to set up everybody's computers, about 40 people's computers within a 2-day time frame. We had to stay to work till 8 twice, but it wasn't as bad as I was fearing, honestly. It was pretty alright. And we have nice, everyone has really nice cable management at the new office. They wanted to be really strict, and everything was supposed to be all black cables. Everyone was supposed to have wireless keyboard and mouse. Partly because we have raising desks. Like, there's standing desks, and the whole desk goes up and down. So we wanted to minimize cords and everything for that. It's Burgers Day? Is that a thing? Is tomorrow not Burgers Day? Oh shit, I gotta go to... I just realized I gotta go to the store and get some stuff because I won't be able to do it tomorrow, will I? It's my Burgers Day. Wireless peripherals. For keyboard and mouse it isn't too bad. I don't prefer them by any means. But these people aren't gaming. They shouldn't be gaming. By company policy, they're not allowed to be gaming. Not on any company devices. You know what's weird? I have a wireless mouse and keyboard at work. The keyboard gives me grief sometimes, and I stopped using it. But the mouse seems fine. But sometimes the keyboard like repeats letters and stuff, so I just replace it with my old crappy one, wired one. I keep meaning to ask for a mechanical one. I love my mechanical keyboard. Listen to that. Yeah. It just feels so much better, but I don't know if they'll want me to be quiet. I don't even know if people will be able to hear it, because I have one of the engineer cubicles that's a lot quieter. The programmers and engineers got nice quiet cubicles. Everyone else has the, like, be able to talk to your neighbor, like, lowered with, like, a little... like, half the height with a little glass partition. So you're not making eye contact if you don't want to, but, like, you can kind of talk over it. It's been surprisingly quiet in the new, Choco's my doggo. She's got a freaking Pomeranian! Holy shit, hold on. Important lore. I knew that she had a dog. I don't remember there being a Pomeranian in the equation. Why is life so suck? Why is Image so small? Why is Katsu so grope? I'm a fucking Pomeranian. We need to stream Pom Gets Wi-Fi someday. Like for an April Fool's thing or something, I don't even know. Fireworks in the distance. Where is... Okay, here we go. I miss Pom. Pom is definitely spirit animal supreme. / me IRL. Oh. Oh right, the feelings. I'd forgot about that. Yeah, this is part of... I think this was originally in Shinobi Versus. Oh, right. I guess the text, I guess I do have to put text over here. Because then it conflicts with this. Yeah, Kat's parents were shinobis, and that's what happens. Changed my mood through sheer force of will. That's not a skill I've mastered, but I do envy Kat for that. That's some pretty impressive will. That's some Will Smith level of will. I just love that it's just called the ninja room. This is where you go to be a ninja. You go in the ninja room. The bathroom is where you take a bath. The ninja room is where you become a ninja. Smell of miso. 3 minutes of unashamed drooling. The ultimate shinobi cooking is done. They're not too bad with the dramatic and writing and stuff. That cup looks like a candle. Like a shitty candle that's like burned all the way through. She's eating grass. I mean, she's a shinobi. I mean, white people eat grass. Wheatgrass. They make freaking wheatgrass smoothies. I think I showed this before. But yeah, wheatgrass smoothies are the hip new thing. And by hip new thing, I mean like several years ago, but still. I actually got some wheatgrass, but I got it for Parker. He loved it, but it also made him puke, which... If you're a cat, you can love something, but it can also make you puke, and you just keep eating it. So I had to keep him away from it. It does help their digestion, but... He would just immediately throw up any amount of grass. So I had to take him away. A soft, fluffy ball is floating in the air. The fluffy ball is evil. How are those shrimp sushi things? Are those any good? I like shrimp, but like, I feel like if I wanted to eat shrimp, I should just eat shrimp. Like, sushi's just like a lot of rice added to like stretch things. I don't know. Enemy probe. Colonel, there appears to be enemy probes. I'm trying to evade them, but I'm dummy thick. The clapping my ass cheeks keep alerting the guards. If you ever... David Hayter actually read out the dummy thick meme on YouTube. I don't know if he was paid or not. But you can pay him to like just read stuff in Snake's voice, I think. And he just uploads them to YouTube. But he read one, and just the way that he says guards just fucking cracks me up even more than the dummy thick thing. There's just so much emphasis on it. He also made, I think one of Vinny's fans Vinny from Vine Sauce, I think his fans must have paid him to do it, but he made a video about Raiden squeezing his hog. For a while, Vinny would just have Raiden squeeze his hog for every stream. God, that's a giant ass URL. I hate how tracking URLs and stuff are like 1 billion miles long. Cold ramen. Oh no. Man, I can't find a good place for ramen around here. We've got like a Japanese steakhouse and thing, and they get like yakisoba noodles, but I haven't found any place that just does really good ramen. Or like regular ramen. He's coming right for us. I love how all of this is because Katsuragi saw a fluffy ball and she kicked it. The appropriate response to balls, obviously. And I want to fight. I want to fight someone tough, yes. Katsu can be a bit hard-headed. Who's your favorite shinobi so far, chat? For those of you who entered with no shinobi experience. We now know the 5 Hanzo girls, at least. Well, we barely know Ikaruga. She was kind of just there. And I guess less Yagyu. But Yagyu being mysterious is kind of about half of her personality already. Is that a clock on the right there, by the way? What is that? They're also extra. I kind of like Yagyu, Cat, and Ikaruga kind of equally from Hanzo. Hanzo is not my favorite school. Not sure I really have a favorite school. I think New Gessen has my most favorite characters. Well, I don't even know. I don't really care about the school specifically so much as girls in particular. The schools themselves don't really have a lot of personality. It's really up to the characters. Oh shit! It's the bad. You can tell the bad guys are here because there's a guitar riff. See, the bad guys are here. So are the fireworks. Is this like a traditional Japanese like way to arrange a school thing, like with just the fucking running track right there in front of the door? Like shouldn't there be a road there? It's like a weird orientation. I just don't understand people that set off fireworks in broad fucking daylight. Like, oh yeah, I can kind of see the thing exploded, I guess. Like, you won't even get to see the flash, like, reflecting on stuff. You just... Ugh. Just wait until night. It'll be night in, like, 4 hours. Come on. It'll still be able to explode in 4 hours, dude. Or even better. Wait 28 hours when it will be night and the 4th of July. But that's ridiculous. Who sets off fireworks on the 4th of July? That's unheard of. Super secret ninja art scroll. I don't know why there's not an autoplay for these. It's a little annoying for streaming. This is also an unfortunate thing that Shinobi Versus did really hard. Like, everyone has a rival in a different school. And for Shinobi Versus, every time that one school would fight another, each character would only ever fight their opposing character. So it got very predictable that every chapter you would know exactly who would fight whom, and you would never fight this character with anyone but a single other character. It was kind of frustrating. I believe this game will probably already be like that because this is the first game. There's only 10 characters, so there's only, this kind of establishes the rivalries in general. Estival Versus was a lot better at that, and Peach Beach Splash more or less completely throws that out there. I've never been into any of those personality quiz thingers. Even BuzzFeed has started to take the piss out of itself with those. They'll be like, answer these questions and I'll tell you which Archer character you should date, or answer these stupid dumb questions and I'll tell you which brand of rice you should cook for dinner. My brand! They can't have my brand. You can already see the default rivalries. It's always Hikage and Kat, Asuka and Himura, who else? I don't remember the others, honestly. It's been a while since I played Shinobi, and they kind of stopped with the direct rivalries. The Asuka and Himura will always be a thing, and kind of is too much of a thing.
Turns out you're a Shinobi after all.
Hey, where's that decency committee? She's showing midriff. That is literally illegal. Hold on. We can't. We can't have this on a Christian stream. Let me just... There we go. Oh, thank God. The children are safe. All the childrens can watch the stream again. We're good. We're good.
一つ聞いてもいい？どうして超秘伝忍法書が必要なの？
Who wants to bet the super secret ninja art scroll is like either blank or like the true secret ninja art is our friends all along or something?
どうして？
That or it just gets burned up and we never see it. Oops.
最強の忍びになるため。
Okay, no, that's fine. It actually looks a little worse now, like this. Like she's happy to see you.
最強の忍び？
There we go.
各校の超秘伝忍法を奪って、私は誰にも負けない強さを手に入れる。
That one looks like a porno.
小村ちゃん、おかしいよ。超秘伝忍法書がなくたって修行で自分を鍛えれば強くなれるじゃない。
強くなるためには手段を選ばない。それが私たちヘビ女のやり方さ。
Yeah, that worked out well for you, didn't you?
そんなの忍びの道に反してるよ。
The true path of the shinobi.
文句があるならかかってきな。
This particular hand gesture.
お前の
You can tell she's practiced that a lot. It's kind of hard to do, like, exactly accurately. Like, try to do that, like, right now. Like, with that cadence. It's... That requires some skill.
私の忍びの
Some completely useless skill that imparts no value to you. But it's definite skill.
正義のために舞い忍びます。
See, why are some of these, like... Why is she out of focus in this shot? The depth of field is a bit too much. There's no reason for her to be just slightly out of focus here. It's like she got too close to the camera and we forgot to readjust it.
She is the one called Sailor Moon.
舞い忍びます。
Oh, oh. Can I do the thing? I'm trying to do the thing.
いざ尋常に舞い散れ。
I couldn't do the thing! I don't understand how to go frantic in this game. I pressed the buttons that it told me to press. It did not work. Maybe I have to unlock it. I have no idea, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised, because frantic is hard to play as, because it, like... It's really all or nothing. Oh yeah, she kind of has 7 swords just for reasons. That's just her thing. She kind of holds them in a rather blatantly impossible manner, but... You're all that stands between me and eating some meats. That's an amazing line. She really likes meats, but perhaps not the meat that you're thinking of. Let's try an aerial right now. I keep trying to do I can't do the frantic. I don't understand. Frick. Does her HP gauge restore too? Her bra makes no sense, by the way. It's like, it's a bra, but it's binding. Like, it's like, you know, those paper binding things, but it's a bra, so it can't possibly actually be like, it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you just gotta not make sense. Shut up. You kids. Yeah, that's right. You have to either do a frantic or an aerial rave combo, or you have to do a shinobi art to damage clothes. Ow. Frick. Should probably be locked on. Oh, for Pete's sake! I missed. What? What? I was leaning right at her. Oh, whatevs. That wasn't so bad. They put her. I guess they thought it was too silly to have the like light sensor bars in the middle of the dialogues. She's got one of those samurai thongs too. But look at her bra though. It can't be bindings and a bra. That doesn't work. Usually it actually is bindings, by the way. I don't know why it's not in this game. She usually just has some completely ineffectual bindings that don't even cover the whole chest and definitely do not actually bind anything. I don't know why it's just a bra here. Irk. Oh, the aliasing on that grass is disgusting. That's another thing to not like about depth of field adds a lot of aliasing. They always carry extra underwear. Honestly, if you're a shinobi in this universe, you really should. Not exactly flower level grass graphics. No top secret ninja files. Not on this level. I feel like you have to unlock Frantic or something. New free missions. Huh. Because it's not letting me Frantic. I'll try again this time, but it doesn't seem to want to let me. Got freaking hiccups. Even... Whatevs. The ninja. That'll never not be funny to me. Like, I imagine the Ninja Turtles talking to each other. It's like, oh my gosh, guys. Shredder's back. We gotta go to the ninja room. Like, Splinter's already there. He's like disappointed because we're fighting over Fudomaki and stuff. Wait, Asuka lost? But I won! What? What do you mean I lost? Wait, what? Ninja... I hate when games do that, where you're required to win the fight, but then for story reasons it tells you you lost. It's like, what? Okay. Just... And the worst is when you can genuinely get a game over if you lose. But if you win, it just says, oh, hey guys, this person's too strong, we lose, oh no. It's like, ugh. There's at least one fight in Neptunia like that, and I got pissed off at it. There was, oh yeah, it's in Mark II, which... That game was all over the board, story-wise. They've improved a lot since then. But thou must. It's like half but thou must and half forced loss. It's like a forced win, but you lose. Like, even her dialogue did not indicate that she, like, lost by any means. No, it wasn't. I won. That was decisive victory. Whomst? Who this man? She just wants to become a super ninja. Hell yeah, dude. I want to be a super ninja. Power's back on. Hooray. I was kind of afraid we would lose power. I haven't lost power in a... Well, no, we lost power, around Christmas last year for like 20 minutes, but still.
あ、先生、いいところにいました。修行に付き合ってください。あ、先生、めんどくさいとかって思ってない？
思ってるわけないだろう。教師を何だと思ってるんだ。
Oh, you just flipped the breaker. Yeah, I haven't had that problem in a while. I used to have that problem because my living room and kitchen were on the same fuse, were on the same breaker. So anytime that the TV was on and the microwave went on, it would flip the breaker. So that was... I can see the stupid fireworks on the audio feed. They're not painfully loud, fortunately. We get it. Ninja! That's how you be a ninja. You just yell ninja really hard. That's how you do it. That's what makes you super ninja.
リン、お前なんで忍びになりたいんだ？
先生、私忍びになんてなりたくないけど。
Is this the same Rin that we know? I don't even know if anyone else here even plays this game, unfortunately.
私がなりたいのはスーパー忍者だから。
Super Ninja!
スーパー忍者？
そう、それで世界に平和を。ラブ&ピース。
That's what ninjas do, right?
それじゃさ、先生はなんで忍びになったの
？Depressingly, most of them do it for money. Spoilers.
お前たち生徒と同じで、たまたま両親が忍びだったからだ。
I imagine if you're Shinobi, you would want your kids to be anything but, though.
Hey kids, I barely survived.
I guess, actually, no. A lot of parents want their kids to suffer exactly much or more than they did. So that actually kind of makes perfect sense.
Look, you little pubes. I had to be a ninja for 30 years, and you will too. I will project all my failures onto you.
Parents are great, though.
最上人って言ったらさ、エリート中のエリートじゃない。それがさ、こう言っちゃなんだけど、どうして先生なんかになったの？
簡単な理由さ。忍びの任務で死ぬことは、
Oh, you
教師の仕事で死
pussy!
ぬことはない。
Missions are potentially deadly, teaching is not. What a wuss.
任務で。そうだよね。私も忍びになる以上覚悟する。命をかけてラブ&ピース。
Gotta love Rabu and Pisu. Imagine hearing that from your sensei and not like immediately kicking them in the balls with like a katana. If this is the Rin I'm thinking about, a lot has changed here.
もう一度言う。蛇女の生徒にやられて気落ちしているようなやつは、忍びになるのを諦めてここから。
Thanks, Teach. Thanks.
キリア先生、いくらなんでも言い過ぎでは？そうだよ、キリア先生、そりゃないぜ。あたいは何を言われてもいいさ。だけどアスカはまだ2年生だってのに、敵の大将みたいなやつと戦ったんだぜ。殺されなかっただけでも大したもんだよ。 まずは一言ぐらい褒めてやってもいいんじゃないか。
I can feel it in my bones.
蛇女が育成しているのは政治や企業の暗部を担う忍び、いわゆる悪人。
They're capitalists. They genuinely are capitalist shinobi, though. They do it for money.
悪人は手段を選ばない。目的を達成するまで執拗に攻めてくるだろう。そう。
戦いを避ける方法はないのでしょうか。
There's several 17. I think Ikaruga, maybe Kat. I think Kat is a senior, and maybe Ikaruga.
悪人は交渉が通じる相手ではない。
Who are in the JoJo?
奴らは必ず
Oh
ま
frick.
た攻めてくる。
Yeah, Rin. Isn't Rin like 20?
だったらこっちから先
She's
に
like a
攻める
graduated shinobi.
蛇女の本拠地がつかめていないのは知っているはずだ。
Daidoji, that's what I'm picking up. Rin as well. But Daidoji is also 20 plus.
今度はキリア先生がいるから大丈夫だよ。
そうですね。キリア先生がいらっしゃれば。
蛇女との戦いに関して俺は手を貸すつもりはない。
Thanks, Teach.
なぜでしょうか。理由を教えてください。
キリア先生、ヒバリたちを助けてくれないの？ヒバリたちを見捨てるの？
There are 0 dudes in the Senran universe. They're not either useless fucks or bad guys. Fortunately, question marks. Kiria is just the useless one.
前にも言ったはずだ。お前たちは学生とはいえ忍びだ。忍びとしての覚悟を持て。これが最終試験だ。うまく合格すればお前は明日から一人前の忍びだ。
緊張するな。
Ah, yes, the seed exam. Why is the graduation the 3rd year? Should it be 4th year? I don't know. Japanese school years. Super Ninja. He's not that useless. I mean, he's better than Grandpa, but he doesn't ever actually fight, and he's not. I don't really approve of his methods necessarily. He's at least not Ikaruga's cockbag brother. I forget his name even. I don't even think we see him in this game, but he's in the 2nd one, I think. And he's at least in a cutscene in Shinobi Versus. I don't think you actually fight him though. I don't think he has an actual model. A sniper puppet. The enemy sniper. Get down and move along the ground. We've got to tell you this every 5 minutes, Snake, otherwise you might forget it. He says something in the first 3DS game. Oh, so he was just barely in there. Fraud. Caplis, did you play all of the first one? Is this... I don't remember the story beats of the first one. I didn't get super far into it. I think we're farther in this than I got into the original game, because the 3DS hurts my hands, and I wasn't super into it. You knew this story wasn't ending well. Most of them don't. I guess it would be spoilers to ask if that is in fact the character I'm thinking of now. These shinobi teachers seem pretty fucking shit at their job.
Well, you just graduated, so we're gonna put you on the hardest mission possible. Don't see any problems with that.
俺がリンを殺したんだ。
Good job, Kiryu.
蛇女との戦いに俺を頼るような奴は忍びになるのを諦めてここから去れ。
This is all in the 3DS game? Alright. Yeah, I just don't remember it at all.
そうか。お前たちの気持ちはよく分かった。それじゃ修行を始めるぞ。
I remember because I was trying to 100% before my 3DS died. Yeah, I was kind of racing to beat Hey Pikmin because my battery keeps dying before it's actually dead. Like it shuts off, but you can turn it back on because the battery's not dead. I've heard like reconnecting the battery lead might connect it, like might fix it, but I'd have to get screwdrivers and like screw with it, and ideally I'm basically done with my 3DS. I don't enjoy playing on it. It hurts my hands, and I'd rather play everything on the Switch with the Pro controller if possible. And it's a new 3DS too. I got the Majora's Mask one, but only portable. I believe I've had problems with. I lost a PSP But that's pretty much the only trouble I've had with the portable console. I had one PS3 Yellow Light of Death, and that's why I don't have a fat PS3 anymore. Well, I've been meaning to try and fix that with a heat gun, but it's basically a lost cause. I just need to get a real PS2 again. New battery. It might be a new battery. I heard that it might just be the battery lead being loose, but I don't know. Ideally, I'm just kind of done with it. I can still play it plugged in, and I can still play if it's like mostly charged. No issue with their batteries. Oh. So when the batteries just get old, it just shuts off way too early, basically. Huh. It was frustrating because Hey Pikmin does not like have checkpoints in its maps, so you'd have to like totally redo the level if it died. A lot of portable games are better at that. Freaking Link Between Worlds isn't though. Link Between Worlds that has the worst saving system I've seen in any portable game since the original Game Boy. It doesn't autosave, and in fact, every time you try to save, it nags you to stop playing the game. So what I did was I stopped saving, and then I beat the game, and then I lost like 5 hours of progress because it doesn't save your game when you beat it. It doesn't do anything, it just drops your file. So I had been playing for like 5 hours because, you know, it's a portable game, and it nags me for like a minute if I try to save the game. So I'm just like, alright, I don't need to save. If I die, I just go back to a thing, so it's fine. And then I would have to do that fucking baseball mini game again. I never want to play that ever again. That is possibly the worst mini game in any Zelda game ever. That is terrible. You have to be so incredibly good at that. It is so unfun. Yeah, regarding the Pokemon thing, anything involving Pokemon, there's just so many Pokemon fans. Somebody's gonna do something stupid. That's just an unfortunate rule of numbers. Humans are inherently not really that great, so anything involving more than 1,000 or so, you're pretty much guaranteed to have a lot of really shitty people. Anyway, I'm gonna refill my drink real quick. Be right back. Once I'm done with the stream here, I definitely gotta go run to the grocery store. Gonna get some steaks for 4th of July. Gonna get some drinks for board game night. Again, board game night this Saturday. That should be really fun. And Twitch subs, even if you're a Twitch Prime sub, you're still welcome to the board game night. Twitch Prime, we get the same amount of money from Twitch Prime, so it's just the same as a sub. In fact, we just get, $2.50. This Twitch doesn't take half of the money. I'm still not a fan of Twitch taking half of the money when it's like YouTube's just got much better proportions there. Convincing laugh. There's that Katsu. There's this that was going around. I don't really follow. There's always going to be some dumb people that agree with you, and that doesn't mean the thing is dumb. That just means that people are dumb. Thank you very much. She's so polite even about that. It's her signature face. She's just gonna sit there for a bit. Rude. It feels weird, the slow build up to meeting all of the characters when I've seen them all like 20 times. You'll meet Hikage. She'll make more sense in a bit. I like when the characters have the slightly tweaked uniforms, like Katsu's shirts open and stuff. Not everyone has a unique, they're supposed to be wearing school uniforms, of course, so they try to be semi-uniformal, but I guess the adjective version of uniform is just uniform, but I like her fighting voice. She gets really deep when it's time to fuck shit up. Why are we able to make these like wooden robots fight, and why does nobody have like a wooden robot that fights for them? I guess there is. Haruka has her like robo dude, but to upgrade. I forgot to try the Frantic. Frantic really doesn't seem to work if the battle's already started. That is not usually how it goes. Oh, it's the Mole Rat girls. They drop items. Alright, I'm supposed to be looking for secret files. Hold on. Oh, shit, I don't have a running triangle attack. Being low level sucks. So one thing to keep in mind is that I have like maybe half at most of my abilities that I'll have eventually. Oh, I can't go there. Not allowed to go there at this moment, I guess. Bra. Double-sided tape. There's some characters just plain have pasties. People have whatever bra is necessary for no bra to show in the undamaged state, basically. So depending on what your character's wearing, they'll just be pasties or whatever. Secret growth medicine. Okay, I guess that's level up stuff. I don't know what that is. there's just one left on. Bye. They really go happy with the camera angles. I appreciate that. One of those rice balls. Obviously they're jelly donuts. They just had to censor that in a localization. She of course means that literally. Transformation just unbuttoning her shirt. No, she's got a blue skirt now. It's different. Katsu's got her mind in the right place. Amazing. I'm gonna go back to the ninja room and see what all this secret file crap is about. In Estival, you unlocked like side stories and stuff with the thingers, with the secret hidden things. Not sure if that's a thing here. Should we continue with the Hanzo story, or should we do a little Hejibo, the bad guys side? Bad guys in like 50 coins, but I have 8 flowers and 40,000 yen. Dealer's outfit. What do you mean dealer's outfit? Sexual ramen? What? Got some long ears, you gotta have those. What is a bubbly one piece? You can buy all the cut-in. Oh! Cut-in collection, huh? What does that do? Does it just let you see all their like attacks and stuff? Fishing holes. Who did I buy? Karuga. Oh. Huh. Why not, I guess. Des. Alright, so you can just see all the little animations they did. What is... Oh, it's lore. So you unlock lore. I see. They use modern yo-yos as their weapon of choice. They take lessons from a yo-yo expert at a nearby toy store. Okay. Calm down, Yagyu. Time stripped, outfits destroyed. Relevant, very relevant stats.
どれにするんだ
The bar is not having a good time. Oh no one! Oh! That's neat. It's because it's a dramatic moment, so everybody is in like a shit mood, I guess. That's neat. I wasn't expecting that.
3サイズでも知りたいのか
For abilities. I still don't... I really don't understand how Frantic works in this. Let me read this again. Here we go. It says L1 plus R1 at the start of mission. Maybe I have to use the touchpad too? It's talking about the touchpad. I thought you didn't need to do that though. I don't fully understand this. How do I see other people's things though?
3サイズでも知り
イカルが私の番ですね
己を知ることもまた修行ですね
I think Flash is like regular mode. See, looks like he's got a scimitar with the foreshortening and stuff. Use secret growth medicine. Oh, the 8. Oh, okay. So you can level people up directly. Here's the other girls, by the way. Yomi's sword actually looks smaller in this graphic than it actually is. Kage, lots of people's favorite. She's got the strong bad big knife with the little. What is the point of that serration, by the way? Like on the back side, what is the point of that? Subtle, subtle. That's even more subtle than her gun usually is. Impressive. Why are they called backup Shino? Oh. It's just because I'm not using them currently. There's Haruka. Oh. On the mission start screen. Show your confidence by ripping off your clothes. Yes. Good advice. Defense goes down. Infinite light attacks, yeah. Instant burst finish. Aren't we already able to do that? Whatevs. So I was trying to do a thing I wasn't even allowed to do yet, so that would explain why it didn't work.
ひばり、どうした？元気がないぞ。どうした？お腹でも痛いのか？柳生ちゃん、ひばり、忍びに向いてないかも。
I wondered how you were ever considered to be a shinobi, but that's fine. Didn't she not even lose her fight somehow? I don't know how that happened. She's supposed to be kind of the worst at this point.
けてるし。
そんなことはない。一生懸命なひばりを迷惑だなんて思うやつはいない。
一生懸命やっても結果が出なきゃダメなんだよ。
よし、とっておきのおやつをやろう。行列に並ばないと買えないほど人気の一品なんだ。
Okay.
おい、お前、そのうさちゃんドーナツを返してもらおう。
Mr. Bunny's donut.
違う。このうさちゃんドーナツはひばり。
うるさいうるさい。返さないなら力ずくだ。
This voice acting.
うさちゃんドーナツは俺のところで売り切れた。それでひがんでるん
The
だ。
fat students don't tend to show up outside of the first game.
仕方ない。相手をしてやるか。
Conditioned fight for Hibari. Oh, frick! I tried to do the thing. Can I retry?
さっさと行くぞ。
Why is it? This does not make sense that you have to do the thing. Oh, whatever. Let me try
一
again.
時撤退する。
Stupid. You're totally able. The thing with Frantic in the other games is that you just can't do it if you've already transformed. It does not make sense to try to have to lock it into the very first, like, 1 second that the mission's on screen.
飛ばす。
Okay, I'm pressing them. You can hear me pressing them.
命がけ。
You have to pull apart.
野球。前しろ。任務開始。
Yeah, when you're frantic, you're stronger and you can do infinite combos. And there's some different animations and stuff. Like I got my little noodle tentacle going on. Yagyu has ice because squid are cold, I guess. I don't know. Rude. Got any jelly donuts? There we go. Hey, the trash mobs have different color underwear. That's a nice little extra touch that usually is not a thing. She has a squid friend, as you can see. I really like characters that have like a knock everybody back attack that only costs 1 info. It's really good. Just standing here in my underwear.
やっぱり野球ちゃんは強いね。
No problem.
そう、全然違うんだよ。だから野球ちゃんにはひばりの悩みはわからないよ。
Why do people say their own names all the time in Japanese?
俺が組手の相手。
I've never gotten a sufficient answer for that.
なんで組手をしなきゃいけないの？
お前の強さ、俺が確かめてやる。
そんなの意味ないよ。ひばりと野球ちゃんじゃ勝負になんかなりっこないし。
Music is drowning me out? How? It's the same level. What? It looks like half the volume of my music. It was during that battle. Oh. It was just louder during the battle. It looks fine now though. Every single time she fights that, she crushes that rabbit's head with her ass. And the rabbit does not mind at all. Wait, oh! Oh, so like you're getting constant burst mode basically, and you instantly. Oh my god. Oh, she's out of my range. Okay, I have to find some jelly donuts right now. No jelly donuts? Oh god. Oops. This level is an Estival too. Jelly donuts, please. Oh, thank god. Any more? Y'all got any of them jelly donuts? No? I think that was the only jelly donut. Oh, that's not a box. This will be interesting. Franticking at level 1 is perhaps not recommended. Oh, here we go. Nope. Okay. Fight me, you long-ass bitch! Oh, frig. Okay. Frantic was not a good idea. What are you transforming for? I already lost! This is unnecessary, you don't... Whatever. I quit. Rage quit. Whatevs. Whatevs, little man. Can't even grow your own virtual pet. I'm still level 1, so I probably shouldn't try to do that. I guess they really want you to commit to the frantic. Also, leveling up is kind of broken in some of these games. I guess you level up less often in this one, it seems, than Estival. But in Estival, you could like get a free win basically, just because you leveled up in the middle of a mission. It refills your health and your shinobi meter for some reason. Oh, I guess they do have the same underwear, they're just different. There's a couple different thugs that I'm fighting. After another fight or two, I should probably do my old grocery shopping and stuff. This has been fun. It's been fun to stream, you know, Senran Kagura again. It's been... We haven't done much anime stuff in general. It's been a little while. Kind of until we started doing, Azure Lane. But, 4th of July stream tomorrow, because it's 4th of July, obviously. I was kind of hoping that we'd just get Metal Wolf Chaos released out of nowhere on 4th of July, but no, it's coming out August 6th, I think. So I'll probably stream that when it's out. I've never played it before because it's super rare and costs $300 on OG Xbox. I never even had an original Xbox. I still don't have one. But yeah, it should be pretty cool. There was a good speedrun of it in one of the GDQs. It's one of those Japanese games made to like be super American, and it's just ridiculous and great. It's a really good game. gotta love her edgy little shawl. Oh, get back here! How dare you! Oh, come on. Don't waste my attack. That should have been a KO. Whatevs. Ooh! Perfect level up time. No. You can't avoid it again. Why doesn't it lock on properly? Whatevs. Yeah, her little shawl is cool. Shawl scarf. Just good goth GF. I don't know why that wasn't stripped. That should have been. But whatevs. Maybe you have to do a burst attack in this one for that to happen? I don't know. Of course, because they're shinobi, they feel really good after you beat them up. Fight sexuals. Yes. She just called me a psycho. The depth of field is really unnecessary. It's weird to see anime slightly out of focus. Don't believe Estival ever does that. Now kiss. Is that a solar panel on the floor? Is that one of them solar or coal killing solar panels, boy? You ain't gonna done just be saving that there environment, boy. We got to make that clean coal, boy. I got a freaking D because of that accent. A bunch of coal plants are like... We just lost 18... I mean, it's not really a loss, but we just lost 800 or 1,800 coal jobs, like, just recently. So much for that fucking coal revival. Idiots. Can't believe no one's made an NTSC filter for a computer. I'm sure there's ways to do it. Probably add some delay and shit, but... Usually pretty disappointed with most NTSC filters and stuff like that, though. Because, like, if Flux can do what it does, I'm sure there's something that can shitify and, like, blur up your stuff.
Glorious Nipponese steel. Baka Gaijin, go home.
Weird thought I just had. My local grocery store that I usually go to is like 24/7. I just thought it would be kind of cool to just go there at like midnight and there would just be nobody there. That's thoughts you have when you hate being around real meat humans. Those meat humans, just very disappointed in them. Have you read the news lately? The news is very bad.
Today's lessons will involve plebeiology.
家系図そんなことしてる場合じゃないだろう修行しようぜ修行
Katsu isn't the biggest fan of that idea. Breaks are a crucial part of training.
家系図の授業って何をする
We'd
ん
be
ですか
playing. We'd be playing What Remains of Edith Finch, which taught me more about family trees than the time we learned about family trees when I was a kid. At least I absorbed more of it. We never made family tree crap, and I'm not big on family stuff.
お前たちには忍びの家系図を作ってもらう。先祖にどんな忍びがいるのか、お前たちにどんなものが継承されているのか、それを把握してもらいたい。
でもどこまで書けばいいんですか
You don't want dot matrix with stereo sound? I always thought it was kind of funny that people talk about Nintendo these days as if Nintendo was never in about the technology. They were never like trying to be all cutting edge and stuff. They're always, cheap and for kids and stuff, and they're, about the games. Like, what's the Nintendo 64 named against? Oh yeah, it's the 64-bit system. What does Game Boy advertise on it? Oh, it advertises its display technology. What is the look at just any 90s advertisement for Nintendo. They were all about that stuff.
最古の忍びからお前らに至るまでを一本線で書けばいい。
はーい了解です
I do have some nostalgia for the good old, for Game Boy Color, or Game Boy Pocket Game Boy look. The green Game Boy. I never had a green Game Boy. There's some indie games that do some really good stuff with that aesthetic. It's just such an odd set of colors. 4 shades of green.
はいできました私の家系はじっちゃんとお母さんが忍びですお父さんは一般の人なので私が忍びになるのはちょっと反対しているんですけどでも私はじっちゃんみたいな強い忍びになりたいんです数えきれないよめんどくさいよ
どうしたイカルは手が止まっているぞ。
すみませんすぐに取り掛かります
This is where brother things happen. Get fucked, bro. Brother!
あれ
We gotta stream some Metal Gear Solid at some point. I wanted to stream MGS5, but I never ended up doing it. I think I was having internet issues.
何でもありませんわ。
I'm finally gonna be able to eat outside. It's pretty cool. I've done it once at the new office. Well, a couple times. But we got a little patio, and there's little, like, sun/rain parasols, and it's pretty cool. Get to look over the grass.
またスルメ食べてる。
Dried squid sounds...
スルメをバカにするな。
Do not make light of dried squid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yagyu. My apologies. Asuka is hungry.
私とし
Got
た
to
ことが。
munch. Oh no, this is Ikaruga, not Asuka. Gotta set out the tea. It's just like one of my Japanese tea things.
すぐに戻りますね。
You definitely do not want to fight Yagyu over dried squid. She will kick your ass. Japanese tea. From the ninja room. As if there would be any other type of tea set in the ninja room. There's not a lot of Earl Grey in the ninja room, I imagine. Drink your hamburgers, Apollo. Oh shit, he is?
Oi, oi.
The fucking face of despair. This asshole. And then there's this asshole. Broski is not coolski. Don't you touch my sword, bitch!
お兄様？
どうなさるどうなさるときたか。これは俺のものだ。どうしようと俺の勝手だ。
You might get the impression he's not a good guy.
違います。それは私がお父様とお母様か。
お父様とお母様からよくもまあ抜けた。ああそうだよ。俺には飛燕を使いこなせないさ。だけどこれは我が家に伝わる宝刀なんだ。血のつながらない他人が持ってちゃいけないもんなんだよ。
Shut up, bro. He's got a little bit of a grudge. And a brudge. I don't know what a brudge is, but he's got it. Just look at him. Loser.
お前さえいなければ。
Y'all got any of them shinobi in your bloodlines? Can we just borrow your daughter for a bit? We got a really cool sword, so honestly, I would have been adopted for if I got a cool sword out of it. I'd be down with that. Oh, your brother's a fucking prick. Don't even care about him. Don't go giving away the family sword now.
飛燕を返してください。
Just kick him in the junk.
だったら取ってみろよ。
Well, we did. Okay, Kratos.
お兄様おやめください。
俺は小学生の時鎖釜大会で兄弟の
What elementary school did you go to, bro? I never had local chain sickle. It's not even the national chain sickle tournament. There's just local chain sickle tournaments. And how many entrants were there for you to play 6th?
どうだこれで動けないだろう
Don't humor him, Ikaruga.
お兄様私はこちらです。
Just ninja things. That's some DBZ shit right there. Ikaruga placed first and fucking
お
you
気を
up.
つけて。
Yeah. She's got some Mr. Burns stuff going on. That's amazing. I guess that's what all the gears in bullcrap are for. It's a very simple. Why is the shopping district under our school? That's what you get for breaking into the ninja room. There's an entire Ninja Gaiden's worth of traps in this one room. A weighty wetness. That's my streams right there. A weighty wetness.
イカルガさん
Murasame and Masamune are both swords. I don't remember which one is which. I think Murasame is the evil one. Or something like that.
どうしたの？なかなか戻ってこないから。
いえ何でもありませんわ。さ外に戻りましょう。
There was just intruders, but I did ninja room things to them, so it's fine
あ、
now.
待って。戻る前にこれ見てください。
I think we fight Broski in second game or something. Murasame. Village rain. Type of rain that falls hard. Huh. Aww. Ikaruga X Katsuragi OTP forever. Yagyu, Izuka, and Hibari as the children. Poor Yagyu. Poor
私
Yagyu.
たち5人って家族みたいなものだなって思
You're
って。
such a nerd,
そ
Asuka.
れで書いてみたんだ。
Murasama? Something like that. Aww.
あ、イカルガさん、どうしたの？なんで泣いているの？
It's having feelings. I hate when I have feelings.
なんか悲しいことでもあったの？
悲しいことなんかありません。
Suka, you dumbass.
嬉しくて泣いているんです。ありがとう、アスカさん。
今日の修行も疲れたな。でも弱音を吐いてちゃいられない。もっと強くならなきゃ。
もう終わりか。
Only 0.1% drop frames. Mediacom seems to be pulling through lately. Actually, I'm streaming at a lower bitrate than I should be. I mean, that's not the worst thing ever. It doesn't seem to look too bad. Oh, right, I can't adjust it. Frick. Somebody at me in Discord to remind me to set my bitrate up in Streamlabs OBS.
うしてもエビ女の人たちとは戦わなくちゃいけないのかな。これは隠れ結界。感じる。一人、二人、かなりの数の忍びが辺りに潜んでいる。
これで邪魔者は入ってこない。
Oh no.
おとなしく超秘伝忍法書をよこせ。
Super secret ninja
校
art.
内にいる生徒は皆殺しだ。
Such a fucking edgelord. She's MLG Kermit over here.
関係ない人たちまで巻き込むの？どうしてそんな汚いことを？
汚い。当たり前だろ。忍びっていうのは。
There's a pretty wicked self-burn there, bro.
違う。そんなの忍びの道じゃない。
だったら忍びの道ってのは何なんだ？
それは私にもまだよくわからないんだけど。
You damn
今はわ
kids.
からなくてもいつかちゃんと言えるようになるから。
言えるようになんてならないね。なぜならお前はここで死ぬんだから。さっきから感じているだろう、部下たちの気配を。
どうする？どうしたらいいの？アスカさん。
Friends.
一人対大勢ってのは感心しないね。
みんな来てくれたんだね。よーし、やるよ。
Alright, let's beat up Hummer again. Oh, Rick again. Story submits are pretty long in this one. I guess that's the primary reason for its remake and re-release though. Catch everybody up on the story. And it's good to have this redone and, you know, Estival's engine, honestly, because, like, I used to just recommend starting with Estival just because it really has the best engine, and it just feels the best to play. So even though the story kind of starts off assuming you know things, to go earlier than that would be a little bit rough. Kind of like the problem Neptunia had before the remakes. The best, or the first game in a video game series is pretty often not the best, honestly. I mean, compare Final Fantasy 1 to nearly any other Final Fantasy, other than 2. Final Fantasy 2 is butt. Why are there just... Did I break these crates and not see them? Or were these just, like, out in the open? I'm sure the middle of a soccer field is the best place for a secret scroll, but, I think it's everything. And it's not just video games either, like, a lot of times in a series from, like, a famous director or something, you know, the first will be best, but you look at the very first work in somebody's repertoire of basically anything, it's gonna suck. Which is why often you don't actually see their first work, it's, you know, discarded. I mean, Spyro 1 does some silly things. The way it handles water is annoying, and the movement's definitely better by the time Spyro 2 comes along. I do really like a lot of the aesthetic and some of the simpleness of Spyro 1 though. I would say 2 is probably my favorite though. I like them all a lot though. There's fairly little difference between them in terms of quality, I would say. Oh, now I remember what she's got the phoenix from. Yeah. Duh. Or I could just miss. That's not the whole triangle attack I thought I remembered from her. I thought she had that thing where you like charge a bunch of slashes all at once. Oh no, it's just a press for them. Yeah, Spyro 3 might have went a little overboard on the mini games and like sub levels and stuff. Gotta love personality and stuff though. I wouldn't say any of them is bad by any means. Like there's no quality difference as big as say DKC 1 to DKC 2. I didn't even fight you. You look so intimidating with your big fuzzy sakis.
お前たちなかなかやるじゃないか。どうだ？ヘビ女対半蔵。1
対 1？
ああ、アスカはもちろん私とだ。
How's about you and me go behind the ballpark and make out? I mean,
どうせ
fight.
ならもっと広い場所で戦おうじゃないか。お前たちもその方がいいだろう。校内の
She's such a fucking edgelord.
それじゃあどこで戦うの？
とりあえず
We're
これを読め。
gonna go around back and rub our boob pockets together.
私たちもそれぞれ行くべき場所が書いてある。
That pocket can't possibly be good for anything. You could put a phone in there and it would like snap from the pressure. See? Oh, whatever. If you want to all S rank things, you kind of need to go back with like higher level. You're missing a lot of abilities at level 1. So there's more to this that you can't see because of just playing through here for the start of things. Super secret ninja art scroll. Alright. Let's go back to the ninja room. Let's see if... I wonder if everyone's moods has improved now. Yeah, they're like... That's cute! Everyone has, like... different expressions based on where you are in the story. So they're all intense and stuff now, except for the rabbit, obviously. She's still thinking about that cosplay, though. Look at it. Oh, no. She's got to be in a better mood for that, I guess. It's kind of neat. I was not expecting that. I like Katsu. She's fucking Ret 2 Go. With suspicious low angle shot. You don't even punch people, though. What are you... Why are you cracking your knuckles? Crack your feet, Knuckles. Okay, I don't think that does anything. Alright. Fun stream, everybody. Again, stream tomorrow for 4th of July. Let me find a link to that. I made a Twitch event and everything, so it's all official and stuff. I don't usually do those. Recently I haven't like known when I'm gonna stream. I just kind of pop in here. I'm gonna grope you with my fists. Yes. Yeah, there's the 4th of July thing. I'll be tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. Oh, stretch. After, gonna cook up some good steak, have a drink, do all the American things. No fireworks though, because they're expensive and kind of silly. I got my fill of fireworks as a kid. I'm not really super enthusiastic about them anymore. Now I gotta go to the store before it's like closed for the holiday and stuff. Good night, everybody. I don't know if we'll stream more of this or not. I definitely want to go back through the story because I never, well, not back, but I want to go through the story because I never finished it. This is the only released in English Senran Kagura game I never finished, so looking forward to that. I also started, and I mean literally just started, Iconoclast last night too, so looking forward to that as well. I don't know if I should stream a Metroidvania my first playthrough. I'd probably want to play it through first. Speaking of, someday I'm gonna probably stream at some point Rabby Ribby. It's really good. It's very much like Bunny Must Die, kind of. There's even bunnies. They're both Buntroidvanias, but that's for another stream. See ya. Tap here. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you want. I read every comment posted, so don't embarrass yourself. Social media links in the description, including my Patreon and any relevant links to the game.